Somewhat of a bygone term in journalism is shoe leather journalism. What does it mean? It means you go out, you go to where the people are, you get the interviews. Those that are a little older might remember 60 Minutes in 2020 in their early days, where it was a key thing that they did was go find the people that we need to talk to and get them on camera and talk to them. So on December 3rd, as part of a story on LaManuel Hilarious Scales being a deadbeat dad while professing to be such a great father, role model, and philanthropist, I rang the doorbell at his house. I did it 2 times. I rang the doorbell 2 times. All right, so I'm going to LaManuel Scales' house and see if I can ask him about his child support as well as his suspended driver's license.
A few moments later.
All right, so I don't guess they're going to answer the door, so I'm going to leave a handbag here. So apparently what happened after I rang the doorbell was his woman, and that's the term he uses to describe her, his woman, called him, and then he called the cops. He dialed 911. So he must have been somewhere in Claremont County, not in Union Township. So the first call goes to Claremont County Dispatch, and here's the audio of that call that he describes the situation as not an emergency.
911, where is your emergency?
This is not an emergency. Is this Union Township?
No, this is Claremont County. Do you need Union Township?
Yes, please.
Okay, one moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stay there.
Union Township Communications 911. What's the address of the emergency?
Hi, it's Claremont County at the transfer. Go ahead, sir.
So Claremont County Dispatch transfers the call to Union Township Dispatch. I'm going to play that in a moment. But listen to his completely ludicrous and false narrative that I have somehow threatened him online. But then listen to his violent nature. You know, he immediately goes into how he's going to beat me or do something to me physically about being around his house. This guy is a joke. This guy is supposed to be some sort of role model. But let me play the dispatch audio from Union Township.
December 3rd, 2025, 14 hours, 31 minutes, 50 seconds.
Union Township Communications 911. What's the address of the emergency?
Hi, it's Claremont County at the transfer. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, this is Mr. Scales.
Okay, and what's the emergency there?
I have a guy that has been threatening me over the internet and been trying to drag my name in the mud. His name is Chris Hicks. He is at my house, on my property, knocking on my door while my family is there after he's threatened me and made crazy statements. And I'm not home right now, but if I was home, I promise you, I get the internet stuff, but this man is at my house.
Okay.
On my property.
And you want him told not to be on your property?
Literally, if he comes back to my house, I will do what I need to do. Simple as that. It's a difference between on the internet, and it's a difference between coming to my house, knocking on my door, and my woman is at home scared on the stairway because he's fucking taking pictures and doing all type of BS. So I need an officer out there immediately and let him know if he comes on my property again, I'm gonna knock his fucking head off.
Okay. And what is your name?
My name is Mr. Scales, S-C-A-L-E-S, Hilarious Scales or Hood News 75.
Oh, okay. I know who you are.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, we're getting them on the way, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
So first off, the audio has the completely false narrative that I somehow threatened him somewhere. And I think it's important for people to know that when they make a police report or they're calling 911, what they claim has an impact on the posture of the police that will show up at the site. So you don't make false claims. I think it's actually potentially a crime to make false claims in a 911 call that cause the police to show up in a posture that's different. Say that you said, somebody's at my house and they're trying to kill me when all they did was ring the doorbell, for example. It would have a dramatic effect on how the police arrive. So Mr. Scales should get a little more educated as to how to properly engage with law enforcement. But the second thing is, notice in the audio, he immediately goes to violence, how he's going to be violent. I guess it's, cool or something that you're going to be violent. That's not a man, okay? So to me, a man doesn't at the first drop of the straw like there's going to be some sort of violence involved. But, apparently that's the first thing that comes to his mind. Also in the audio, there's a couple other things of note. First, he never gives his full name. He just calls himself Mr. Scales. Is he embarrassed that his name's Lemanuel or something? And then later he just refers to him as Hilarious or Hood News 75. So I don't know what kind of dispatch person it is.
Oh, okay. I know who you are.
But last time I checked dispatch, you're supposed to get somebody's full name, not just their last name or their name they use in social media. Now, I also beeped out in that, because I'll get accused, that somehow I doxed him. I didn't, I've never doxed him, but I beeped out him saying where he's located. And the funny thing about it, though, is he can't even say his street name right. He says his street name all hacked off wrong. It's literally like the guy does not know how to pronounce his street name. And I beeped it out. I kind of debated because it's so bizarre. He can contact me and say it's okay. And maybe he can go on a video and show that he can say this name of the street that he lives on correctly. So that's a rundown. Those are the two audios. Okay, so let's break down who is Lemanuel Scales. So the role model, because I want to really point this out because I think we need much better role models, and there are much better role models available in our society. Has nothing to do with black, white, brown. It just has to do with people that have accomplished real things versus people that are basically facades. So Lemanuel Scales, we know, not registered to vote. He's a deadbeat dad that apparently doesn't make enough money to pay for his 2 out-of-wedlock kids. He has to support, I guess, if he paid, 3 households, baby mama 1, baby mama 2, and his current woman in his current household. So the last thing I want to hit on is how does he actually portray himself? So on his Facebook page, how does he describe himself? So this role model, somebody that, people like, oh, he's funny, I enjoy him. I don't find him hardly funny at all. I don't think I think it's just base stuff. A grown man in his 30s dancing in his underwear is sad more than it's funny. But he says that what is his job he lists on his own Facebook profile? Freelance sperm donor, okay? That's an interesting thing to put down for a guy that's got 2 out-of-wedlock kids. He studied at Masters of Sex. So he's basically saying I'm on the make at all times in his own profile, and he studied at Nunya Business School. So, Amelia's having this guy be the grand marshal of their parade. I'm going to tell you something. We need better role models. And I'm glad I'll take all the heat, people coming at me, bitching and moaning, he's funny, he does great stuff for the community. Well, go ask his kids if he does great stuff in terms of paying for what the situations that he has created by his own actions. So, but anybody, I just question, can't Amelia or anybody else find better role models? I don't care, black, brown, white, whatever they are. There's not better role models in our community than this guy. There's not people who are teachers, doctors, business people that have provided jobs to people. There's not anybody, that is law enforcement, a veteran. There's nobody that's a better role model to be your grand marshal in your parade, Amelia, than this, or Jeff Weiler and Fairfax. There's no better role models than this guy. I mean, how patronizing is it that people are using him sort of as their mascot? And I'll tell you why they do, because he's safe. He's never going to push back against the system. Okay, he's never going to stand up for anything real. It's all just a facade, and it's all about self-centered and self-promotion, self-centered self-promotion. Now, last thing, I've had people coming to me. It's amazing how many people come to me privately because they're afraid of doing it in public because kind of a mob then attacks them. But I think Mr. Scales owes the whole community a complete accounting of all of his fundraisers. And I haven't checked lately, but I get people specifically on this Thanksgiving fundraiser that have come to me saying they asked for help, they didn't get any response whatsoever. And also that the fundraiser has been taken down from GoFundMe and you can't find it there where some of his other ones are out there. He owes a complete accounting, and frankly, the people that put him on a pedestal like Local 12, Sheila Gray, this is what you like, Sheila? You must love the freelance sperm donor, Sheila, huh? Pretty nice, huh, Sheila? But they should be demanding a full accounting. This guy should be, if he's going to do these kind of fundraisers, he should do them in conjunction with or as a nonprofit. Set yourself up there. But that's a rundown of the two most recent, events of these calls of me getting the audio of his 911 calls. Again, Mr. Scales, why are you afraid to discuss things? Why are you so afraid? Why do you get panic attack? It seems to me when I've seen you at events, if you just see me, you flee because I guess you're afraid of being asked questions about yourself or about some of the details behind you. But I'm willing at any time, Mr. Scales. Let's sit down. I'll take you and help you get registered to vote. Hey, I would get somebody to help you. I'll get you a Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University class so you can get your finances in order so you can pay for your kids. I'm glad to do all that stuff. But you seem to be afraid to have any discussion or to really have any engagement. You have to run away, call 911, won't answer for yourself because you seem to be afraid that the facade gets exposed.